Hello folks, good afternoon. It's brighter out than it was yesterday. But it was practically night even though it was only noon. But a storm was moving in, so that might have been part of it. It's not like I live in Alaska where it's dark half the year. It is Alaska, it's dark half the year, right? Or is that Antarctica? I wouldn't go to live in Antarctica if you paid me $1 million. Now maybe it wouldn't be so bad if I could still write. I'm splattered. You understand that? The man didn't go down. Die on the spot. Started screaming and dropping to the floor. He arrived like some creature of darkness caught in a rays of the sun. The shotgun. The automatic shotgun. They call it automatic or semi-automatic. I used to think automatic shotguns were something that were like pretty new, but it turns out they had semi-auto shotguns in World War II. It was like a special forces kind of weapon. Probably meant only for close quarters, but you know. When you go on those commando raids, you're not actually supposed to have to fire a shot. I think when they did that heavy water sabotage in World War II, they managed to sabotage the whole plant without firing a shot or killing anybody. And of course, in fiction, you gotta spice things up so things go wrong. Somebody has to die at least, or sacrifice themselves, or do something. Tumbled from his grip, from his trembling hands. But the man still had a pistol and a holster on his belt. Saw the nasty chest wound. Saw a nasty wound to the man's leg. Right in the kneecap, where he had hit him. There was probably no place more painful to get hit. And D swore he had been aiming higher. How far off was the shotgun gun again? 5 meters. I think 5 meters is the perfect length. I think it translates to 15 feet or so. I'll have to check. To me, that's probably how far you want to be when you're shooting at somebody. Or somebody... of course, if someone's shooting at you, you want them to be 1,000,000 miles away, preferably. I think most shootouts in video games are within 15 feet. I'm trying to remember. Call of Duty had some shootouts that were in some bigger rooms, I think. It's not supposed to be like this. And higher. Trying to get the guy in the belly or heart. He aimed his... stepped in the open. Rifle raise. Don't move, he ordered. I just want to talk. The gunman growled. This was not how it was. This was not how the... was not how this was supposed to play out, the gunman thought. He was supposed to get this, shoot down this agent, bring his head to on the moon, and get a kiss, or maybe a blowjob, as a reward from the self-righteous biatch. It might be controversial, but I think a woman who murders people and betrays her country, that woman is deserving of being called a bitch. If you don't agree with me, well, I guess you're some kind of weird ideologue then, who thinks that every woman, just because they're a woman, is immune from criticism. You gotta remember, you gotta treat women fairly. Can't treat them like they're gods or aliens. And though, if they are a god or an alien who happens to be a woman, then treat them like that, I guess. I mean, who knows what male aliens would act like, let alone female aliens. It's kind of a weird concept to me. How would you apply proper feminine traits to an alien race that might be completely different from humans? I guess if they're aliens that are like monstrous creatures, are just more like animals than people, then it probably doesn't matter. Yeah. I want to talk to you, Gunman muttered, and reached for his pistol. Holstered pistol. Don't do it, Dee warned. The guy had it almost free. What is that? Glock? Glock from Austria? He asked. Rally. I don't know if Glock exists yet. Glock pistols are kind of famous for being high quality. From Megalinia. The man pulled the gun pistol free. Indeed, it was a Darelli 9mm. A very stylish pistol. A weapon. Good choice. Too bad the fellow made a lot of other very poor choices. Like provoking. Indeed. But drawing a gun. He put burst in the fellow. Put 2 bursts in the gunman, finally ending his writhing and sending him limp and quiet to the floor, to the carpet runner. Aisle. Carpet. The blue carpet about him soon stained deep red. He checked through the man's pockets, checked through the man's coat, but didn't find any intel. He also checked the automatic shotgun, which had landed right in the lap of one of the seats nearby. He decided he didn't need it. He had used automatic shotguns in the past, but preferred a rifle. Assault rifle could handle all his needs on this train. I gotta check if he aimed down the sights again. I think I mentioned this in the last part I did. Check on him using the sight or scope. There was nobody else in the train car. There was some blood coming from under the bathroom door. But when Dee opened it, he found nobody inside. Looked like somebody. They got their mouth cracked open. There was enough blood that he guessed somebody got their mouth or head split open. Rifle stock. I'm running 3 action scenes today. But I changed the pace from all the talking in the earlier parts. Talking is talking, though. It's split open with a rifle stock. Do you imagine some civilian hiding in there, trying to give the guards a slip. The car was being evacuated. And then he was cracked. Then he was found, knocked unconscious, and dragged there. Maybe he was laying up in the next car, slumped in some across a few seats. Or maybe he was just dead. It wasn't like in the movies. Below the head, strong enough to knock somebody out. They might never wake up. Remember that, folks. Well, if you think you just knocked a guy unconscious, oh, he'll be fine. No. You gotta get him to a hospital. Any blow hard enough to knock someone out might have done a number on their brain. They might die later. Like what happened to Bruce Lee, who got conked on the head or something, and he had a brain hemorrhage in his sleep. The brain swelled up inside his skull. It sounds painful, but I think that you would just die without any pain if that happened. I'm not sure. The brain isn't supposed to be able to feel pain, they say. Actually, not once they woke up, they might never wake up again. They might never wake up again. Is that the right word? They might never. Let's see. If you hit someone in the head hard enough to knock them unconscious, there was a chance they'd never wake up again. He had knocked out plenty of guys himself, and maybe saw them still laying in a coma ward somewhere. The guys that woke up were still alive, in prison somewhere, but he was sure that was better than being in some box underground somewhere. It reminds me of that line from Clue. Oh, he just lies around on his back all day. Sounds like hard work to me. Let's see. Deleting notes as I go. D didn't go straight to the next train. He got up about the ladder, not climbing all the way to the top of the train. At the top of the ladder, he steadied his M16 on the flat metal ahead of him. He saw 2 terrorists 10 meters off, climbing up. Both had climbed up separate ladders to the roof of a train. They were running his way, likely coming and to investigate all his success so far. D took aim through the scope, squeezed up, and waited till I am scope. Sometimes I wonder how life would have turned out if I grew up in the motherland, Ireland, or Germany. I like to see some of those Irish castles, huh? even though they weren't very successful at keeping the British out, apparently. Maybe the British built them, I don't know. And they designed them intentionally faulty so that if the Irish ever took control of them, they could just zoom, zoom. Hey, I give the British too much credit, but they are Machiavellian. And they did rule over, like, 3/4 of the world at one point, so, yeah. They did have quite an empire. It's funny that they had such trouble dealing with the Irish compared to the Indians and Chinese and what other peoples did they conquer? The Gibraltarians? Yeah, Gibraltarians. I think that's what they call them. And wait till they were a bit closer, till Dee could see their faces. That is, they weren't wearing mesh balaclavas. He didn't see the point of such mass. They didn't stop bullets or shrapnel. Well, they provided a little more protection than basic cloth. There were still people who swore by them. Do you remember one guy worked with one Zayden who swore he would have ended up looking like the Phantom of the Opera if not for his mask, which got chewed up by shrapnel instead of his face. Am I gonna kill Dee before the end of this story? I don't know. We're 400 pages in. I'm not sure if there's gonna be a volume 3, but still, I think I'll have enough time to make up my mind on that subject. Dee's not gonna get killed by these two terrorists charging him, that's for sure. Dee squeezed off a burst that caught one of the terrorists right in the chest through his Kevlar vest. I'm pretty sure I came up with a different name for Sega. That's the name of the shotgun. It's Russian. For some reason it has the same name as that Japanese video game company. Well, I mean, it sounds the same, but it's a different spelling. Let's see. I wonder if the Japanese and Russians are related somehow. I'm not sure. Let's see. Maybe DNA scientists could figure that out. One of the guys went right through his Kevlar vest. There was a spray of blood behind him. And the guy lurched off the train, falling down into some big bushes. Likely laying there. Likely just dying on the spot. The other terrorist had time to get down on one knee. He spotted Dee at the ladder and fired 2 bursts with his AK rifle. All those rounds went over Dee's head. Dee turned fire. 2 bursts of his own. The first missed. Missed, not missed. Remember that, folks. Missed, not missed. Yeah. Thank you, English. Her shot missed. The first burst missed. The second got the guy messily right in his neck, causing his head to... right in his neck on the right side, causing his head to jerk to the left, almost like it was suddenly broken by some invisible man who crept up behind him. This the now dead terrorist slumped. Here is 10 minutes off. They say they were M16s. They were M16s. No, I didn't say that. They just 2 terrorist riflemen. That's about right. 2 terrorist riflemen? Was that the right place? 2 terrorist riflemen. Don't think having OCD means you don't need an adder. You need an adder badly. The now dead terrorist slumped back on his train car. Didn't fall off like his late comrade. Reloaded his rifle and waited, having a feeling more terrorists were on their way. Were more terrorists on their way? Buy the book to find out when it comes out in the year 2039. See you later, folks. Have a nice day.